Hello, welcome back, or, maybe welcome for the first time. I'm the Shots to One. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Happy to report that. Of course, very concerned with what's going on over in Ukraine. But like in my little corner of the world, life is pretty good. So that's fleeting enough that I'm gonna hang on to that, and I'm going to play a little Minecraft on this Friday. I'm pretty excited about the weekend. Ruby Cat, hello, welcome back. Let's see. Let's minimize my ugly mug and get some Minecraft going. And look at that. It is not a blank screen to kick things off. Usually, it has been cooperating for me like that lately. Thank you, OBS. Very much appreciated. 796 days. Before I turn around, I did do a little work. I did a little work offline. Always one of the most sus statements a Twitch streamer can say. And just like, are you kidding? You have 1,000. You got 1,000 points. It just took an extra minute and 45 seconds tops for you to go from 990 last stream to getting that last 10 bowls of chili, baby. Well, if you want to kick off this stream by making me pronounce something that I'm just gonna stumble all over, I'm ready. Or maybe something else. I think that there's other channel rewards that you can purchase for 1,000 bowls of chili. I haven't looked at those in a while, so I'm not 100% sure what I got to offer over there. Okay, look at this. Let me get to the other side. Just to paint a complete picture for you guys. Yeah, wow. This, you can kind of see it in the water down there. This was all land when we were last hanging out together. Yesterday, I was like, maybe I'll stick that down a few more layers. And the more I started digging, the more I just got closer and closer to the water's surface. And it kind of has me thinking, I'm not going to leave it like this. This looks artificial and ugly. Am I right? I think I'm right. So originally what I was going to do is I was going to put up like a decorative barrier wall right here. Make it very clear that this is a human engineering effort, or like, whatever thing. I think Steve is, has anyone ever asked that? Is Steve human? He just looks, well, mine's a cactus, but Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Well, Ruby Cat, so Zeta had the idea of covering this, like having a terraced flower garden. Like, imagine like steps of flower boxes going up this wall with maybe some like decorative water flowing in between down into our river area here. I think that's the route that I'm going to go, because like I don't have a complete vision of what I want that to look like, but I have enough of a vision for it in my head that I think it's gonna be good. Maybe. Lord knows I am very, very capable at ruining good designs in Minecraft, but I think that it'll look good. So I may do that today. Another thing I also want to do is, so this area right here, you guys can see my mouse. This area right here, I'm gonna have to clear out a little bit of that to get the bridge just like up and over. But I'm optimistic in my landscaping skills. Yo, the one formerly known as Dark Tuck before they embraced the light, also known as Tuck, back in the chat. Dude, hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good and doing well. I don't know if I'm doing good. I'm not doing any like charity work right now. But I'm doing well, and I hope you could say the same. Bro, I'm 197 hours into a hardcore world without dying yet. So, I mean, you could say I'm not doing too bad. If you weren't here for it, this is what it looks like. This is the painful step of making these bridge terraces. It's just agonizingly, block by block, row by row, just like this. Yes, I started a new row right there, then just got bored and walked away yesterday. I just have to like do it. I just have to base it off of the picture. I'm still basing it off the original picture, despite the fact I can get whatever high def picture I want of a very up close and I'm gonna do that. I'm memeing on it, but I'm gonna do it. Thank you. I mean, look at me just fishing for compliments on Twitch. Oh my god, that's just classic me. But I'm feeling really good about the bridge. Like I said, there's still plenty of room for me to screw it up, but so far, that's some chef's kiss build work, if I do say so myself. I just get a little closer to that. If I had Optifine still, I could just zoom in on this bad boy. Yeah. Do I have dirt in here? I got a lot of cobbled deep slate. Got a lot of cobblestone. Let's do that. Dirt. That's what we need. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Back from whence you came, cobblestone. We'll bring the sand out too, just in case. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take myself a little reference picture. And this will, allow you guys to also get a decent look at the fine detail work on this first span of the mighty Ligma Bridge, as named by RubyCat, who had a cat named Ligma. I'm still like, every so often over the past couple days, I've just been like, minding my own business, maybe typing away at work, just walking about Shasatown, USA, going about my life. And I think, oh my god. A 6 or 7 year old asked RubyCat, what does Ligma mean? And they spared him. And then I start cracking up. I think that's the shot, right? Oh yeah, that's the money. Bang. F2. Go ahead and click on that ish, and oh, there's my nice beautiful reference picture over on monitor number 1 to my left. So where I left off with you guys, I was going out for some Wednesday night trivia, heading out to the brewery, having a few drinks, trying to answer some questions. And I think that this has to be, this was like the oh my god, RubyCat dropped 1,000. Okay, more on that story later. GG indeed. Oh my god. Okay, once again, I gotta zoom in on this. Colonel Steer Mediclaire Misdenmiscene. Ooh, okay. I almost got that. That was a practice one. Let me get this for real. Oh, it's my Minecraft. Why do you do this? So while I'm adjusting this, once again, you see my lovely background on my main monitor. So I have 3 monitors. It's not a very pretty setup. I have the one in front of me that I'm looking at you guys at. The webcam's mounted right on top of it, and that's where the Minecraft happens. I have a monitor on my right, which is also on one of those Visa mounts, And then on a separate desk off to my left is another monitor that's just like, I throw Discord on it, my different chats. That's the setup. It's a 3-monitor setup. It feels pretty fancy, but it also feels pretty thrown together. Anyway, I'm gonna give this word another try, RubyCat. Colonel Steer Mediclear Mesden Messine. It hurts. It hurts. I feel like, okay, was I close? Also, RubyCat, I found out that my phone, I guess I got one of those Pixel 6s. I don't know why I presented that as a question. It's a Pixel 6? I bought it. I know what it is. I got one of those Pixel 6s. Oh my god, I thought I was doing so well. RubyCat's like, oh, that pronunciation doesn't hurt me. And it was not close. Oh, well. You should see me try some English sometimes. Oh, case in point. You guys play Wordle? I was talking about Wordle a couple days ago. This was the hardest Wordle I've ever done. I got it. But I got it because I was very careful, and it also took me like 8 hours. I keep forgetting to set up Followage. I think that's a feature of another like streamer platform, right? and I'm on Streamlabs. And I don't think Streamlabs has like the... I have Streamlabs set up, of course, and I have Nightbot for different commands. So I got like the Discord. I think I have uptime. What's uptime with you? Yeah, so I got like those two. I also have a donate link, which is about to go defunct because the fundraiser is over. So I gotta update that guy. Oh, it's an OBS. Okay, interesting. Let me see where I'm at here. Okay, now I see where I'm at. Kind of. Let's zoom in on this a little bit. Perfect. I think I need to go get glasses, man. Like my eyesight's falling apart, it feels like. So what does Followage do? Does it just say how long you've been following? Followage. The Followage tool helps you see your Followage history for all the channel streamers you follow. Ooh. You can see the full length of your Followage. How do I make it a tool? AKA Tuck follows the Shasta one. Check date. Dude, it was June 10th, 2020. You're coming up on 2 years of following the channel. I feel like, no, it's been longer than that, right? Maybe you unfollowed and refollowed? Am I crazy? It feels so much longer. I don't know. These past couple years, of course, have been just a blur, a crazy, chaotic blur. Okay, so I see the row that I'm on now. And I'm ready to get going. Let's do it. Yeah, so not only was it was just me and Zeta on our trivia team, which sometimes is so big that we have to be disqualified. Like we're not even allowed to compete in trivia. You know, we still can, we just don't get any like rewards or anything just cuz our teams are usually too big. But oh, not in this case. It was just me and her, and it was fun. It was kind of like a impromptu date night. Here's where I start running into issues. It was Dark Tuck at first. I see Tuck, and I'm just like, Dark Tuck. One of the most imposing, foreboding Twitch names to ever come across the channel. You know what, Ruby Cat? For like you and Xtanium's, you know, feuding in the chat, you guys have that in common. You both kind of want to see this world end. He's just like, why haven't you died yet? He sounds so indignant when he types it up, dude. He's just like, why haven't you died? Have you ever thought about just dying? But yeah, there you go. I dug this down, and I decided I'd kind of leave it, make this look properly engineered. What's wild, though, is that this is like the thinnest part of the river by far right here. And then as soon as a boat gets through this teeny tiny gap, it's like, bam, the river's just like wide open to them. Beautiful. But that's the reason why I chose this spot in the first place, you know. This whole area is so dang pretty. That's right. When people subscribe to you, you have a commitment. You got to dedicate yourself to the craft. Says the guy who hasn't streamed 3 times a week in well over a month. I was so excited. I want to be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday streamer, but you know, sometimes Fridays come around and I'm just like, I've just spent 40 hours of my week staring at a computer screen. Sometimes this very computer screen because I work from home. And I just don't want to like look at a computer anymore. And fortunately, today was one of those days where I got off work. I was already at home. Now it's like I kind of want to play a little Minecraft. And if I'm going to kind of want to play a little Minecraft, I'm going to kind of want to play a little Minecraft with the Twitch stream going. Tuck, no worries whatsoever. Like I will never ask for subscriptions. Like as long as this channel goes, no matter how big or how little this channel is, I will never ask for subs. Like it's always a surprise. It's always appreciated. And it's totally unnecessary. Like I don't think that subscribers to my channel even get like any extra benefits like you would in some channels. And maybe that'll change in the future or like going forward. I don't know. But what will not change is I will never ask for subs. That's not my thing. I do know that glass. Yeah, there's special glasses you can wear, right? Because apparently like the blue light is really bad for your eyes, especially at night. I think they're like yellow. They remind me of shooting glasses. Like you wear these yellow glasses to cause things to really pop against the blue sky if you're out there like hunting. Like the villain in Far Cry 5, he had those yellow tinted glasses. I guess I still associate them with him to this day. But no, I don't have any special glasses. I very rarely like even wear sunglasses. Big hype? I don't know how to interpret that. Oh, that's true. Then my diamond tools, my armor, my blue cat. Well, you can't see them right now, but there you go. My blue cat totem of undying, they would all just disappear if I was wearing those glasses. I told you, my luck is so bad in Minecraft that I'm never gonna find more netherite. Despite the fact that it looks like a delicious chocolate dessert. I feel like I'm destroying something beautiful here. What I may end up doing, because like the bridge is supposed to go to right here. Like this is the beginning of, in fact, I can start building this up actually. Just to keep me from terraforming this a little too hard, you know. You're watching me in a restaurant? What are you doing? I appreciate you stopping by, man, but enjoy your food. Enjoy the company. And good to see you, man. It looks like the blah blah desert. You don't remember the name of the desert. Like, what kind of desert looks like this? Enjoy your spaghetti! Indeed. Let me see. This should be like 14 or 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. Oh, okay. In that case, we're Gucci, baby. Absent Crabson, hello. How's it going? I will preempt your reply and say it's still going pretty decent on my end of things. I'm happy to report. For no reason. No discernible reason. I just kind of maybe it's just because it's the start of my weekend. I don't want to be predictable. I don't want to sound like, you know, Garfield or something. Celebrating the end of the week, dreading Mondays. I don't want to be that guy. There's got to be more to life than that. Oh, so you're waiting for family to show up. I gotcha. That's cool, man. I appreciate that you took the time. Is this how wide this is supposed to be? Let's scope out the other side real quick. What does this other foundation look like? Absent Crabson, I did not add a single thing. Okay, that's not true. I did not add too many things while I was not streaming yesterday. However, I did take away. I took away a lot of things. I'll get to that in a second. So this is exactly as wide. Is this 9 wide? 2, 3, 7, 8. It is! So I took what you were saying to heart, Absent Crabson, about digging down the other side. And I think I got a little carried away. Because it's all gone. It's all gone. I dug all the way to the water line and then another 2 blocks because I was like, you know what? I need a little more water. It doesn't look right just not having a nice foundation dug into the water line. So I went through like 3 podcast episodes. This would drive Alpine crazy. I went through 3 podcast episodes just digging without a haste tube beacon. Just moving at the pace of Shasta. And if you need like a standard speed measurement of what the pace of Shasta is, it's somewhere between the speed of molasses and ketchup being poured out of a glass bottle. I'm talking about like the old school glass bottles where it creates like a little vacuum and the ketchup just never comes out. That's getting pretty close to my speed. I'm all about that sloth life, you know? Live slow. What's the t-shirt? Live slow, die whenever. Yeah, I think that's sloth life, baby. Oh, what a ramble to start this off. Oh, Cinnabon. Wait, Cinnabon's a desert? You lost me there. I don't think I've ever had a Cinnabon. Maybe it was like in an airport. Maybe I have. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so actually 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this needs to be one more. What, RubyCat? What? Is this gonna be like a wait. You never ate Cinnabon? I don't think I ever have. Like I was saying, maybe I had one like in an airport once upon a time. It was not a memorable experience. I don't think I have. I'm not. So every Thursday back in high school, back in this would be like grades, usually like grades 9 through 12. Me and my friends would go get donuts every Thursday before school because school started an hour later on Thursdays. And that was pretty much the only time in my life that I ever ate like pastries or donuts. I see that creeper on like anywhere near a regular basis. I have no idea why that creeper's over there, but he's about to die or blow up my shulker box. Why am I doing this here? Okay, he's dead. let's make it daytime before another one shows up. Oh, so look at that. RubyCat never eats Cinnabon either. Yeah, I've just never been a big breakfast guy in general. I associate Cinnabon with like donuts and your stereotypical breakfast foods. I love breakfast foods. Like, don't get me wrong. Love like the odd donut, especially like eggs. Oh my gosh, eggs, bacon, all the breakfast meats, very good. But like, I'm not a morning person, so like all the breakfast foods require at least 5 minutes of work, and that's 5 minutes that I don't have. At least 5 minutes of brain power. So I think that's how that's supposed to look. Then when you do the same over here. Let me check my reference picture. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Add you on Discord. I mean, you're on the official Shasta One Discord. You could like post it there or like in the chat. Is it like something that contains like identifying information and you just want to keep it on the DL? Like, yeah, because that's what the Discord's for. It's just like, you know, our public forum for posting links, sharing stuff. Just because, like, I keep my Discord, like, my Discord account pretty locked down. Like, it's... I've talked about it before. I've gone into detail. But, like, getting DMs on Discord is stressful for some weird reason. Basically, like, I'm an introvert, so I have, like, my on time. Like, this is on time for me. And it's just me in a room right now. This is perfect for my definition of on time. And then I have off time where it's just like, oh man, I need a moment to myself. Hopefully that makes sense. I can check the Discord. I will do that. Yes! Oh, now I know what you mean. It does look so much like a Cinnabon. Okay, for me, I've always described it as a Swiss roll. You know, like Little Debbie snack cakes. I've always said that it looked like... I'll post in the Discord too, so everyone can, you know, see what we're talking about here. Boom. See, when I look at them, when I look at Netherite, that's what I think of. Oh my goodness. Now that you mention it, there was a time in my life, about that time that we were going to get donuts before high school, where I would what was it? What job was it? Where I would eat like a cinnamon roll, like a prepackaged cinnamon roll, which are like 1,300 calories, which is a lot. And that was like all I would eat for the entire day. I would just have that one cinnamon roll, and then I was just like, okay, like this is good. This is too much. Gosh, what job was that? Just like straight out of the vending machines. It's a lot. Random Sweet, I have seen so many videos about the Steam Deck today, dude. My hype is unfaded, and in fact, it's just stoked up even more. I watched the Linus Tech Tips one. Digital Foundry had a pretty lengthy one. Gamers Nexus, aka Tech Jesus, who I was not even aware of until this like Newegg controversy. I watched IGN's, I watched GameSpot's, I watched The Verge. I watched all these YouTube channels that I would never even give the time of day otherwise, just because it was like finally the Steam... For those of you who don't know what I mean, the Steam Deck embargo has been lifted, and we can finally get full reviews, hardware and software, of what these tech nerds, how they feel about this handheld gaming PC, handheld gaming console that Valve has released as of today. I think that has to be one of the most clickbait titles and thumbnails that the Linus Tech Tips group have ever released. And they have released a lot of clickbait titles and thumbnails over the years. Just because, like, what was it? I'm going to refresh myself real quick. And I'm also going to pause my game while I refresh myself just so I don't die. Because I enjoy Linus Tech Tips, but it's just not worth dying for. Oh, that's right. So I'll even show you guys this because it's actually, I can advertise this, you know. Look at that. I'm currently logged in on the official Shasta YouTube channel right now. So there you go. Look at this. The title of the video is "The Steam Deck is Incomplete." And you got Linus with a nice big frowny face here. Big alarming yellow on a red background text. "Unfinished" in all capital letters. And then you go into it, and then that's like an offhand line that he says, like, in the middle of the video. It's a glowing review of the Steam Deck. And then, you know, he just has a couple of like little quibbles with it, which is understandable. I would be concerned, like, if any review was like, oh, this is the perfect thing, and it's just like handed down from God above and just amazing. I watched the Gardner Bryant video as well. I think when they were doing the netherite texture, they were definitely hungry. I could agree with that, Ruby Cat. But where was I? Oh yeah. So basically, like, it's everything that I expected, which is good for me. And also, like, I'm also just very excited to see how the Steam Deck and how the software side of the Steam Deck develops as time goes on. Because that's also an exciting part of it for me too, is that the hardware is already great, glowing reviews, and the software also great. But as time goes on, you get even greater Proton compatibility with Windows games. You get a ooh. So this is yes, that's in line. Okay. Even more UI improvements. I think here's something I didn't think about is that one of the quibbles is that sometimes the UI would like hang or have to like reload because like Steam's interface for the most part nowadays is just a website. It's just a website inside an embedded browser that's built into Steam. And that's a part of it that I had not considered, but that also makes for like it makes for a prettier interface and an easier to like update and maintain interface. However, it's not as, shall we say, like natural or responsive as like a native UI. So I definitely understand having issues with that. And that's something that for all that for how informed I am on Linux and gaming and how informed I've become on the Steam Deck, that is one aspect of it that had not even crossed my mind. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I'm incredibly jealous, and I not jealous but envious, I suppose. You know, there's no malice or anything there. I need to get some more andesite. Look at that, I'm dead broke. Okay, we can do that. But that said, I had the ultimate tease this afternoon. So the Steam Deck dropped, like the emails started going out that you can buy your Steam Deck today at 12 noon local Shasta time. Because I'm 2 hours ahead of where Valve is based on the West Coast. And I'm in Q2. Like, I'm not planning on getting that email to reserve my own Steam Deck until like late April, probably most likely May. We're talking like late May at that. But at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, I'm just tapping away at work, you know? And my phone lights up, and I get an email from Valve Software, big Steam letters in the subject line, and I am amped, dude. For a moment, my eyes pop, and I was like, oh, they had more inventory than expected. And I'm just like pooping my pants, you know, just whoa! And then I read it, and it's just like, hey, you have Hades on your wish list, and it's 35% off. Come check it out in the Steam store. And I just deflate like a balloon. And I was like, And then I laugh at myself for getting so excited. Ruby Cat, but like, aren't rubies red? You're this like lovely red color. What happened? Also, I had no idea that you could like change your color in the Twitch chat. And also that like your color is the same for everybody. Like, I had no idea that was a universal thing. That's interesting. This is how little I know about Twitch. I've been streaming for like 5 years. And you know, just... Well, that's cool. So now you're like, oh no, what's a blue? What's a blue jewel? Not quite an emerald. What's the super blue one? They all have different names. You got like emeralds, rubies. It's a blue gem. Oh, I don't know. Sapphire. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. You think that I'd played enough Pokemon to have that come directly to mind, but no dice. Dang, there's actually a pretty decent amount of like surface level andesite in this cave. This is handy. Actually, I have a whole nook over here that I was digging out because it's full of andesite. I probably should have just kept going on that. So yeah, now you're the Sapphire Cat too. At least in this channel's chat. But where was I? Yeah, it was just I know it's gonna be a while, but I'm very excited to get my hands on one and try to run Minecraft on it. I was just talking in the group chat with some of my friends earlier today, and I was telling them the whole like Hades story, and I said, well, you know, first I have to die in my Minecraft world, and then like I hear that there are actually other games out there besides Minecraft. Haven't confirmed, but the rumor mill says that like there might be more than one video game out there that I could try on the Steam Deck. Let me scroll back up, Random Sweet. I'm as usual, I'm off on a ramble. Random Sweet says, I don't think the Steam Deck is for me. I think I remember you mentioning that. Second gen, or if someone else will release a better one, laptop would be better as an extra portable machine. Yeah, man. I think that like laptops and the Steam Deck have two different use cases. For sure. Like here's why I think people are kind of underestimating the quick suspend feature of the Steam Deck and Steam OS. Is that, hello Zeta. Are you checking in from work? Welcome back. I think that people underestimate the quick suspend feature of the Steam Deck, where you just push the power button and it turns off, and then you push it again and it comes right back on, and you're still in the middle of your game. No quick saving retired, nothing like that. And that's because, like, unlike a laptop, if you do like a lot of passive travel on like a train or a bus or a plane, then it's much easier just to pull out a handheld console than be like, I'm pulling out a laptop and I'm setting it on my lap and I'm playing with a separate controller, or I'm playing with a mouse I'm also going to pull out of my bag. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, Extanium, welcome. Look at that enthusiasm. Oh crap, this person Ruby. Well, now they're the Sapphire Cat. They're blue. Yeah, Ruby Cat called dibs on this stream. You got to get out of here. No, you don't have to. I make the rules around here. You can stay. How we doing? Okay. But yeah, that was my thought about like the different use cases between like a laptop, a gaming laptop, and okay. Ruby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Okay, I'm hydrated up. Once again, we got the alternate universe blue jug, as opposed to my usual red. And Random Sweet, not to be done, not to be outdone, not to be topped. Cheers, buddy. I swear to God, I only hit my water goal, my hydration goal, on days that I stream. It's unreal. Ooh. Been here since it started, but Xtanium was throwing down some dinner, just like AKA Tuck. I'm streaming at dinner time, baby. That's what I'm sitting here hungry so I can feed content to the internet. No, I'm not that self-important. And I'm also not that hungry, so. I was just excited to go back to this bridge disaster that I've created for myself. Oh my. Oh yeah, so what are your thoughts about the Steam Deck, Random Sweet? You said it's probably not for you. Probably gonna go with a laptop, just cause, dude, like, especially a few years ago when building your own PC was, you know, the less expensive option. Like, a lot of people came down hard on gaming laptops, where it's like, if you didn't travel for work or for school, then, oh god, at first like Twitch chat like freaked out, and I thought that oh, is there no gaming audio? Oh, it's just softly quiet. Let me turn that up. Let me turn that up a little bit. Oh! Really? That's weird. It was coming, the audio was being sent to my giant, it was being sent to my drum mixer. That's strange. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, so you're probably gonna wait for Gen 2, which Tommy Luco, he said that as well, and I think that that's pretty wise. Cause like, I don't know, the hardware is there. What's crazy is that like the software is so much further ahead than it was like 2 years ago. Like development of Proton and this new Steam Deck interface. It's on like this exponential curve, and that said, it's got a ways to go. And yeah, there's definitely going to be it's going to be tough for competing devices to hit the same price point, I think, just because I believe that Valve is probably selling these, if not at a loss, then pretty dang close to cost. And there's not a lot of companies who, you know, have their own giant game store on PCs who can just swallow that kind of you know, initial loss. Oh man. But I really hope that other companies do like compete. I know that like there's a couple Chinese options like GPD. They make the GPD Win. And there's also the Neo. I believe that's also I think that's also a Chinese company. That both run Windows, so you know they got that complete you know, Steam game compatibility that the Steam Deck does not yet have or may never have. You know, they don't have like the quick suspend. But like, I don't know, the future's wide open, baby. Like this feels like this is not just like one device. This definitely feels like the not creation, but maybe like the legitimatization. What are words? How do I English? Anyway, this feels like this new genre is being legitimized. The bridge is starting to look like a bridge for cars. Oh no, I ain't even getting into it. I ain't even about to build like a model car on the bridge or anything like that. But also something I like to do is that a lot of my early builds were there. My roads are just too narrow. Like I'll make them like 3 blocks wide and I'll call that good. And then they wind up feeling like these dark, claustrophobic back alleys. So now I try to make paths and this bridge by extension fairly wide. I don't even know why I took that angle. Really, the reason why this is 5 blocks wide, wide enough for cars, is that's just what the picture looked like on Reddit, and I just stole it. I didn't steal it. Come on. I like to be pretty heavy on the credit. There's not too many things that I just go and design myself. Yeah, ooh, horses and donkeys. There you go. I gotta dig up all these things. Sheesh. Fix that. And then this, I don't know, what about this? Maybe a staircase up? I'll do a staircase right here, and then one that goes up here. Maybe build this seems like an ideal spot for like an observation area. You know, just a nice wooden platform that slightly goes out over the water. You got this beautiful view down the canyon. Turn to your right, you got the mountain off in the distance. Like, this is a really picturesque spot that the bridge leads to. So maybe I'll do something like that. Maybe I'll just like leave it natural. Rainbow Cat, when you're on your way. Oop, there we go. Gonna fill this in real quick. Oh man, I haven't played Mind Test in a long time. I hope they're crushing it. The Mind Test, of course, is the open source C++ Minecraft-like game. And it's extendable. Like, you can configure it. You can add these data packs to make it as Minecraft-like as possible, but completely like free and open source. And oh, I haven't played it in a long time. It was fun. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I heard the noise and I just kept running. Is it underneath? Oh, where is it? Please die, says Ruby Cat. There he is. That jerk. I thought I killed you. There can't be more than one creeper in this world either. It's wrong. Please die. No, I'm making it. I do have an Android phone. I actually have Minecraft. Minecraft has been taking up like a quarter of a gig on all of my phones going back to like 2014, and I never play Pocket Edition. Like, every so often when I'm on a plane and it's a long flight and I'm super bored, I might give it a shot then, but like I don't play Pocket Edition. I need to just give up on that dream. There you go. That was Ruby Cat's back to red. That was express sent over from Turkey. Rainbow's going good. That's true. I guess red would be the final color. Ooh, does Mind Test have an Android download? They do. Wow. That's pretty cool, man. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Hang on, I'm not paused over here. A whole variety of Linux, BSD, OS X, of course, or Mac OS as they call it now. That's cool, man. I might have to dink around on that sometime. I don't think I would ever do like a Mind Test stream, but that's cool. I will always support like a free and open alternative if such a thing exists out there. I think that Minecraft has just got me, you know? Just got me good. Is this all cobblestone? Do I not have like any regular stone in here? I don't. Man, okay, let's go get some regular stone. Oh yeah, that audio. Bam. I forgot that my inventory was almost completely full, so that iron's just gonna have to like wait there. Why did I use my only netherite on my West Texas powerful cowboy boots? Well, let me tell you. That's the only piece of armor that I got that makes contact with the ground. And I'll tell you this, out there in West Texas, it's a hard climate. The dirt bites back. You want your strongest piece of armor not to be the Stetson cowboy hat on your head. You don't want it to be the flannel shirt on your chest. And you don't want it to be those Wrangler jeans with the U-cut. Hell no, you want it to be on those boots. So my boots, tough as hell. They float in lava. No one's gonna break them. No one's gonna steal them because they never leave my feet. Not even in the shower. And that's why I gotta make them out of netherite. See, it's the only way to do it. Look out. And what just happened right there is why the world does not give me netherite. So, I used to be a pretty dedicated gamer, Random Swede. Like, I would play like all sorts of games. And like even while I was playing Minecraft in the early days, because I've been playing Minecraft since, September of 2010. I took a few years off between like 2015 and 2018 probably. And I don't know, like I've become like less of a gamer as time has gone on, for sure. So at the moment, I really don't play other games besides Minecraft. I kind of like I've become so invested in this world that I just when I'm away from Minecraft, I'm thinking about like what I'm going to like add to this world while I'm away. Just very much obsessively thinking about Minecraft and World 11 at the moment. But I played I played Rocket League competitively almost every day from 2015 through 2018. Yeah, I'm not a League of Legends player. I never got into MOBAs. Um, let me see. A lot of first person games. I was a big I played a lot of Call of Duty 4, the first Modern Warfare game, and Modern Warfare 2 on Xbox Live when those came out. So I was pretty big into that. But nowadays, man, it's all Minecraft, for better or for worse. I played, well, I played a. You can look through my stream list on my Twitch page to show what games I have played and what games I've finished. There's a lot of Grand Theft Autos on there, the Driver series. I've gone on long enough that I forgot. Super Tux Kart, man. Again, I respect what Super Tux Kart does, but like if I would play it, then I would probably just play Mario Kart, you know? Because I got a capture card in the Switch. I really enjoy Mario Kart 8. Was Random Sweet ever in a restaurant? I also like the dedication, Ruby Cat. Every message a different color. And Ruby Cat never had a console. I had quite a few consoles. I've told this story before, but my grandpa, he owned like a small general store in town. A very small town, but a pretty decent general store. It was like a mini Walmart. And it involved video game rentals. And he had probably about 150 to 180 original Nintendo Entertainment System games, and a collection of maybe like 20 Sega Genesis games, and a pile of Game Boy games. And this store got hit by a tornado a few years after he got started. And it was just a complete loss. And all these video games were exposed to like pouring rain, the elements. The whole roof got ripped off of the shopping center in places. And so he gifted these games to me. So like I got started with video gaming from a pretty early age. My parents would compete at Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers. I think that was my real intro. My cool uncle, everybody has a cool uncle, introduced me to the Sonic games on the Sega Genesis. And then the PlayStation, the PS1, like going to his place and playing Driver 2 and Gran Turismo was just like the coolest thing in the world. Running around on Tomb Raider and getting impaled by spikes because I didn't know how to play the game. Like, that's how I got my start with gaming. And then I got like a Nintendo 64 for Christmas one year. I got a PS2 as I entered high school, which is like the perfect PS2 age, I feel like. And then I bought my own Xbox 360. That's a whole story unto itself. And that was really the end of my console days. So I was a pretty I was a pretty regular console gamer up until like 2012. Basically, once I left college, I built my own PC, and then it was just all Steam, all PC gaming after that. There you go. There's like the Shasta Gaming retrospective. Yeah, man, I haven't tried Super Tux Kart in a long time. I see that they added online multiplayer, which is wild. Makes me really happy to see. Oh, nice. You have like a smartwatch? Is that what you're saying? The only tech thing that RubyCat gets is like 2-watch and your PC. Dude, if I had the choice between anything, I would just go with the PC. So like I feel like you're pretty set. Oh, regular watch. Well, so I'm a little bit of a watch nerd. I've kind of gotten out of my watch nerd phase, but I collected a bunch of you know, the more inexpensive but decent looking options. Like I love analog watches. It's funny, I kind of swung back and forth on that. When I was in high school, I always had a digital watch on my wrist at all times. Part of that was just because I was a runner, like a cross-country runner. So, you know, being able to time your splits and everything, that was fun. That felt important at the time. But I just, because I'm just, some would call me a hipster. I don't think that I ever quite fit that mold. I'm a hipster among hipsters, you might say. I've just always loved the look of an analog watch. You know, a watch with the hands on it. There's just something so, I don't know, just like so fascinating, and it just knowing that it's just full of these tiny little gears that are all working in tandem to create a perfect timekeeping device. The amount of precision involved in making a watch, even if it's all machined nowadays, that fascinates me. So I've got like a couple Timexes. I have a an automatic watch, which is not really how you might think it is. An automatic watch is one where it has no battery. It completely winds itself just by like marching your wrist back and forth throughout the day. So as long as that watch is on your wrist, it will never run out of quote unquote batteries. It's just like a wound spring. Yeah, I do know of Super Tux. Super Tux is like the Super Mario Brothers of Tux, right? Ruby Cat, I do remember that. That actually that conversation has stuck with me. As that was a hard New Year's conversation. But you got me, you know, I'm just interested in watches, so you got me rambling on it. Do I have to dig this whole thing out? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to. Gotta make this look like halfway. Did it ruin my New Year? I mean, it was, you know, it was still a happy New Year. Oh, if anything, COVID ruined my Christmas and New Year. So rude. Oh gosh, Zeta and I watched Marathon the Golden Girls. Had a had a few drinks between us. Stepped outside and listened to all the very American gunfire as the clock hit midnight, and then swiftly went back inside because it sounded pretty scary. It was good. It was good. Actually, something I could do with this image. Okay, so see where we're at. Okay, so here we are. Is that on top of it or okay? Oh, okay. Sorry, using my my little reference image off to the side. So that there, that there. Ah, okay, looking good. Haven't screwed this up quite yet. Boom. I am still using Kubuntu. So when I do get my Steam Deck, I'm gonna feel very much at home with the Steam Deck desktop. It looks a lot like mine right now. And I'm still digging it. Like it's just it stays out of my way, so I don't have that much to say about it. Like I can show you my desktop, Random Sweet. We already got like one quick glimpse at it tonight. But yeah, this is what it looks like right here. So let me turn off my night color real quick. Just got a couple widgets up in the corner that shows like my CPU core usage. Memory usage, I'm up to 9 gigabytes out of my available 16. This is where this pairs with my phone. This is KDE Connect. So like my phone and my PC are just deeply interconnected. Like if I'm listening to music on my phone, I can control it from my PC. If I'm listening to music on my PC, I can control it from my phone. My phone's like a little touchpad. It can move the mouse just by scrolling on my phone screen. Just a little status bar that like floats on top of the windows. Here, like see how the status bar is on top of my window title bar there? Fedora KDE, nice. I've actually been thinking about jumping over to Fedora. And yeah, fellow KDE gang, man. I got those wobbly windows because I can't get away from them. My my wallpaper changes every 10 minutes, so this is just the flavor of the moment. And a little, little latte dock down here. A drop-down terminal up top. Just a very nice, very capable Linux desktop. I've been using variations of this setup for, I don't know, since 2012, 2013. So almost 10 years of this setup on, I started on GNOME 2, went to XFCE, Xubuntu, Xubuntu, if however you want to pronounce it, and then finally KDE. And I'm pretty comfortable here. Okay, so we got that layer knocked out. Scroll on down and move on to the next. Oh man, I screwed up one thing. I was playing around with Postgres, which is one of the premier SQLs, like takes on SQL. Databases. And somehow I screwed it up. It comes with its own like Postgres user, and Postgres does not work on my machine anymore. And I think it's something that I did. It's entirely my fault. I think that goes there. And then put a wall right here. So I might have to restart myself just because. And actually, that's the reason why I was playing around with Fedora. And this was Fedora's GNOME spin, because I hadn't used GNOME as a desktop in a very, very long time. So every so often, I'm like, I'll give it a whirl, see how things are developing over there. And it's all right. It's just not my speed. I'm just a master at damning with faint praise. That's the phrase. Give it a little bit of praise and make it clear you're not 100% happy with it. Okay, this is looking good. On top of things. Got it. Fedora project / games, huh? Fedora Game Spin is a perfect showcase of the best games available on Fedora. Hey, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know that there was like different Fedora spins. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Oh, I recognize a lot of these. Yeah, FreeCiv. Battle of Wesnoth. That's a famous one. I don't know what Fillets is. The Linux port of a wonderful puzzle game, Fish Fillets, from Altair Interactive. That's cool. I think once again, gotta start out pretty predictably here. And I wonder. This could be tough. No, it won't. That'll be easy. Easy. And then labs. I gotcha. I'm gonna have to give that a look. There was a time not too long ago that I was working on my Red Hat engineering certification, and I just completely fell off of it. It was fascinating. You know, it's like, I guess going from an apt system, from an apt system to like a Yum based system or DNF, going from debs to RPMs basically is like it's like going from speaking Portuguese to speaking Spanish. It's like they sound so similar and they're just like almost mutually intelligible, but it's just like this alternate universe version of the thing that you were familiar with. It's strange. I feel like I would be a pretty big fan of KDE Plasma Fedora myself. Just a feeling. Oh, the last block of the row, and I had to screw it up a little bit. It's actually working out. Feeling good. This another one? It is. Yeah. Wow. Got one for every desktop environment. I think I'm just getting to the point. I've long been at this point. I think I've talked about it. Where I've just found something that works for me. And it's comfortable. I have no real complaints, no real reason to look elsewhere. And I have to think that like if anything out there is just better, then it's not by enough to, you know, move me to reformat and move out of my comfort zone. And yet I say that, but I'm still like, I'm still considering trying Fedora. I just think that would be kind of cool to go to the other side of the fence after almost 15 years of running Linux in one way or another. And like I said, you know, I am running Fedora in a VM right now. It's GNOME. Not my speed anymore. This game looks so good when it's done. It's just so much little detail work. We're almost there on this first one. I haven't tested the Plasma version. I went with the default because again, I'm just like old and boring. It's like, well, this seems to be like the go-to version of Fedora, so I'll download that one and give it a try. And it was GNOME, and I said, okay, I haven't given this a whirl in a long time. What's the worst that could happen? And it was just all right. Like I get excited for I still get excited for GNOME releases, and I follow their blog posts and watch their videos. It's just the direction that they're moving in is fascinating, and I love to follow it. It's just not for me. I think that I've come to accept that at this point. Oh yeah, this is the interesting one. Then I gotta break that block. Boom. Woo! Heater's getting almost too intense. Oh. Alright, I must be right back. Please hold. This will be like under a minute. Okay. And we back. Apparently that's the shots to fact moment. Thank you for holding. Zeta is home, so I just wanted to go say hi real quick. Bang. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers left on this bridge abutment. And then truly the hard part has passed us because like there is not, this is the last one, you know? Got like an arc, a half arc that can go through here, but I'm not sure how much of that I'm actually going to build up, if anything. This bridge is so dang pretty, man. Okay, enough Myron. Well, let's get down to business. Here we go. Bang. Do click. Yeah, my workday was my workday was basically spent with just like some fresh Steam Deck review video going in the background, like one or the other. And there were so many. I watched them all. It's awesome. No big surprises for me, just a whole lot of, all right, that sounds pretty cool. Or that doesn't sound cool, but that's to be expected. I don't think I will. I'm just like like I'm saying, I have that old man operating system inertia now, where it's less exciting for me nowadays to like try a new OS. And I feel like the Steam Deck is different because it's not like a regular PC. So there might still be a little bit of excitement there to it. What I'm saying is, never say never. But I think I'll just be pretty comfortable with Steam OS. I was saying last stream, I don't think that there is a snowball's chance in hell that I would install Windows on it. This is a Windows-free household, at least on my half of things. And I don't see the benefit of putting another OS, another Linux distro on there, just because Steam OS is so specialized to the hardware that you're kind of just like, you'd lose some benefits in there, I feel like. But what is this? Oh. You know how I feel about such things, Random Sweet. I got strong feelings there. I actually bought it just to put Windows on it. I think it's a great experience. And, yeah. Okay, so now we got that knocked out. This is gonna be. Oh, was I hydrating while you? Oh man, you got me good. You got me good. Well played. Where are we at here? I think that's where we're at. Zimba, how you doing, man? Right, that's Zimba and I are in the same boat. I'd keep the Steam OS, most likely to support the games, because it's true, like, some of the games have Steam OS specific tweaks to them, which you might miss out on. Oh yeah, if I wasn't clear, Random Sweet, I'm in on the joke. I saw what you were doing there. That was really good. But, you know, that said, like, people are already installing Windows on it, and while it doesn't have drivers for the GPU, which is pretty crucial for a gaming machine, and it at least doesn't have drivers for the networking card, so no Wi-Fi on Windows on the Steam Deck so far. That said, like, the Windows techie community is just as dedicated as the Linux side of things. So I'm actually pretty excited to see what people can do with Windows on the Steam Deck, because there is going to be like some minority that really wants, like, say, I think that Game Pass is the most I don't know, the most interesting option that Windows could bring to the Steam Deck. I think that's really it though. But like I said, they're pretty dedicated, and they're pretty dedicated to not using Linux. So I want to see what they do with it. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, you know, it's just a big bloated battery hog. But, you know, it's got like 98% compatibility with the Steam library, so that I can see why people find that appealing. If the OS was overly expensive since most support, which almost outweighs the memory usage. Yeah, you see that's what I'm saying. I could see it. There's some benefits there. But Zimba, like, here's what I was saying earlier. You miss out on the quick suspend if you go the Windows route, because Steam OS has this built-in quick suspend that you just push the power button and the whole thing just suspends immediately. You push the power button, it comes right back. And some games like have you ever tried suspending your PC in the middle of a game? It it doesn't always come back. So I think that's kind of an understated killer feature of SteamOS, in my opinion. From what I've seen so far, we'll see. We'll see. Have you guys gotten tired of hearing me talk about this yet? I'm really excited about it. Okay, this is still the middle one, so that goes there. Did I do this right? Okay. Oops. So that is a Steam Deck only feature. So that would not work on a Linux laptop, I believe. I would be really impressed if it did. I thought it'd be treated like the Win laptop stuff where it doesn't suspend on AFK mode. If it doesn't do that, then SteamOS all the way. Well, we're talking about like faster than your stereotypical, faster than your current Linux desktop or Windows suspend feature. Instead of like shutting down, and also taking a few seconds to like start back up from its snapshot and suspend. This is more Switch-like, where it's just like instantaneous. You push the button, the system is on, you can click your game, and you're right back in it, exactly where you left off. No like save game needed, unless you. There was one software caveat there. I saw someone who did the suspend feature, and then they suspended without saving their PC game, so there was no like Steam Cloud save. So of course they went to their desktop, a separate device, and there was like this little warning that says, "Hey, this game was suspended on your Steam Deck, and the save was not synced. So you'll lose your progress. Do you want to?" Which is, a kind of it shows that they put thought into addressing that issue, but it also shows that it's not 100% like polished either. But again, that's a software issue. I can't imagine how they would work around that, but has a capability. There's the possibility of that being fixed. See, the only thing that makes me think that it might not work on a Linux laptop, Zimba, is that the Steam Deck is using GameScope. So GameScope is a Wayland compositor as opposed to like Xorg. We're getting into the weeds here. But so GameScope is an Xorg compositor that's dedicated wholly to the game being played. So it's like the whole game is like sandboxed within this compositor while the underlying SteamOS is on a separate one. And that's not how a typical Linux desktop is set up, which makes me think that maybe there's some things there that wouldn't necessarily translate to a desktop Linux distro. That's my thoughts just from what I've seen. I could be completely wrong. I'm still pretty casual about this stuff. But as the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones once said, that's the impression that I get. Oh! Okay, so I need to put this here. Yeah. Now we're good. Now we're good. That's true. Yeah. Because emulators can pull it off. Surely. Surely the Steam Deck can. Let me see. Speaking of emulators, I was really excited to see that most of your major emulators are already in the little KDE Discover app. So if there is a flat pack of an emulator, then you can just get it from this GUI store that's sitting on the desktop, basically. There's a few outliers that are not there. Something that I think was a misstep is that Lutris and Heroic, those game launchers for like GOG, Epic, Pretty much any game store that's not Steam outside of the Microsoft store, that was not in the Discover store. Which on one hand, I kind of get because they're competing storefronts. So why would Valve go out of their way to make it easier for you to buy from another game storefront? But the reality is you and I, we have games from like all sorts of different stores that we've amassed over the years. We don't just have a Steam library, at least I would hope not. Competition's a good thing, right? And so it just kind of surprises me that they did not have a easy way to install Lutris or Heroic, these third-party launchers for other stores. Did I get a little lost here? I did get a little lost here. I was lost in thought. That's a good place to be. That's my hope too, man. Like, I'm excited about the Steam Deck as a concept, but I'm also probably just more excited about how it will put a spotlight on gaming on Linux and the Linux desktop in general. I think it can only be a good thing, and I think that good has already come from it. Because, you know, for me at least, it's never about like I want Linux domination on the desktop and rah rah rah. You know, I don't want that. I like I prefer how Linux runs, and I just would prefer some nice first party support more often than not. You know, and I feel like the Steam Deck is an avenue for that. You never really know what you're gonna get from my streams. Is that right? You never really know. Is he gonna be rambling about Linux? Is he gonna be rambling about music? Is he just gonna be telling stories? Like, it's just wherever my brain is on any particular day, man. This is a little more technically involved than my usual stream. I like it. I like it. I did hear about the Bethesda launcher. They're, you know, credit where credit is due. Good guy Microsoft. They're sunsetting the Bethesda launcher, which I think was primarily used to launch Fallout 76. But purportedly, you know, ostensibly, if you want a 50-cent word, they were going to use it to launch like all future Bethesda games. And now they're like, now that Microsoft's buying them, it's, you know what? That was kind of dumb. Let's go back to Steam. That's all right. I've been wrestling with that too, Zimba. I've been wrestling with that too. Like, what is the right time? You know, is there really a right time? Because, right, release too early might get burned. So the supply chain issues, of course, are affecting us all wherever you are in the world. So that's and the specifically in this case the semiconductor shortage. Lead times are getting longer. Prices are going up. Part of that's just like the inflation and the price of petroleum worldwide, I think, at the moment. But like, I can't do. What would be the right time for this device? I don't know. I think that from a software standpoint, like now is the time. I get why that's so pressing, just because it seems like this is the natural culmination of every single step, hardware and software, that Valve has made going back to 2012, when they initially felt threatened by the more closed state of Windows 8. They're like, okay, well, we'll support Linux as like a safety net. And then, you know, they came out with the Steam boxes with their own like Steam OS. They had a big push for Linux native games that didn't really go anywhere. And so they released the Steam controller with like their own like control configuration. They released the Steam Link, which, you know, remote play together, library sharing. And it seems like, you know, they embraced Proton. They created Proton in 2017, 2018, which allowed you to run Windows games even if you weren't running Windows, which is pretty dope. I never thought they would cook that into Steam. I knew they could. I never thought they would. So more fools me. I'm a fool for that. And then, you know, a few years later, here we are. It's like, what if we have this device that takes what we learned from the Steam controller, the Steam machines, takes what we learned from putting together Proton, and just make it into something cool. Now was the time. But also now, as Zimba points out, now was not the time because of hardware concerns. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Random Sweet. I think that the CPUs definitely give you the limiting factor on this thing. Which is just, you know, that said, I did watch one of the early videos that was released today was a guy emulating full PS3 games, which is notoriously CPU intensive. And he was able to get a pretty good like 30 FPS on some of them. Granted, he was not able to play like The Last of Us or Uncharted. So those were still a little too intensive to run on the Steam Deck, but it could emulate PS3 games. So that's a testament to how powerful that chip is as is. But man, it would be nice. Would be nice to have something super beefy in there, but then you cut into battery life. Like there's so many considerations with this thing. That's just overwhelming for me, but clearly Valve have something of a handle on this. Let's see. This is, where the heck are we? I'm getting lost in thought over here. We got this. Okay. Yeah. That is supposed to be a block there. Looking good. Okay. On the other side. Okay, I see where we're at now. Yeah, it can run Switch. It cannot run Switch particularly well, but I gotta say, I was impressed by the Super Mario Odyssey demo that I saw. And preach, Zimba. I feel the same way. The Steam controller is awesome. I got it. Hey kids, you want to see a Steam controller? Like it's right here, baby. There were a few crucial design issues that I had with the Steam controller that kept it from becoming my daily driver. But like, it is such a nice controller. Like, it fits so well in the hand. The touchpads, I mean, I never could really figure out what to do with the left touchpad with the D-pad on it. But the right touchpad in particular is like, that's brilliant for a right joystick. I loved... Oh. That sounds so solid. I love the bumpers on the back. I loved the dual stage triggers. I thought the shoulder buttons were a little mushy. I don't like that so much. That sounds kind of cheap to me. Why am I doing this unpaused? Jesus Christ, I've learned nothing. And crucially for Rocket League, which is what I bought this for, the face buttons are just they're a little small. They're just a little small. This is pretty dusty. But coming from like an Xbox controller is a little less comfortable. Let me see. Yeah, basically, now that you mention it, I basically only use the D-pad in games for shit posting in Rocket League back in the day. And the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series, which again, we're talking like PS1 era video game design. So yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like the D-pad I think is good for fighting games, clearly. That's all I got. That's all I got. Okay, so it's another one of those weird ones. That said, the emulation possibilities on this thing, man. Just like your whole freaking gaming library. in your pocket, you know, that you legally own. Yeah, right? Yeah. You wouldn't download a bear. Whatever they say. No, I'm very excited for the emulation possibilities on it. I would download a bear, says Zimba. I could see it. You know, when I first met Zimba on the Rocket League pitch back in late 2017, from the first match we paired up with the guy, my first thought was, damn, this guy can really play Rocket League. And my second thought was, this dude would download a bear without even blinking. Just ice cold. I mean, it's the same great ethos of the Linux community and the gaming community. Why would you do such a thing? Because I can. That's the appeal of it. That's why you would download a bear. in my humble opinion. Goodness. It's just like, I remember building this layer on the other part of the bridge. It's just tedious. Okay, it appears that I've got this lined up perfectly. Or did I? Or did I? This is so ominous. Now, here's what I forgot. Oh, I mean, speaking of Rocket League, look at that background right there. Oh, yeah. Nice little shiny silver octane. It's probably about my rank right now. What level am I actually on here? Okay. I think I see where I'm at. Yep, I see where I'm at. I forgot to place this, and that threw off my entire sense of location. Now that we got that going on, bang. I'm just building on the ground. This is the easiest thing ever. Ooh, we got a Mardi Gras. A Mardi Gras shindig this weekend. Me and Zeta. Our neighborhood typically does like a little Mardi Gras party. Which is like, so I primarily, I think most people associate it with New Orleans, which is like a, you know, the city that Zeta and I just went to, just visited for a weekend while the power was out here. I described it as like this weird mix of like Spanish and French culture, because I think that 4 different governments have, maybe seven different governments have held sway over the city of New Orleans over the past 400 years. The United States just being the most recent of them. Very unique city, but a very strong, like, Catholic background to it. And so Mardi Gras is Fat Tuesday. That's the day before Ash Wednesday, which is, you know, you put the ash on your forehead and you officially start the 40-day countdown to Easter. So the day before you put the ash on your forehead, that's when Fat Tuesday is Mardi Gras. That's when you're supposed to like party it up, man. And so we're doing like a little casual Mardi Gras party. We actually picked up a king cake, which is like this delicious pastry that has a tiny plastic baby inside. I know, choking hazard for real. But the tradition is if you find the baby in your slice of cake, you have to buy the king cake for the next year. And so Zeta, a couple years ago, last year's was canceled. She found the baby in the king cake, so she had to buy for this year. We've had a king cake waiting in our freezer. Random Sweet is confused, and I probably could have explained that a little better. It's a strange tradition, and I'm here for it. I have quite a few friends who are Catholic, and I have quite a few friends who also live in or are from New Orleans. So this is near and dear to my heart. So what do I think would be the best to get? I completely missed this for some reason. It's because of my chat is still super zoomed in, so I have a very small window. Random Sweet says, what do you think would be the best to get? A phone worth about €800 or a laptop worth up to €1,300? Whew, that's tough. You know what? I would say the laptop. Honestly, at least like for my use case. This is only like from my background. Like for me, I need a phone that's just like good enough to let me browse the internet and like have smartphone apps, like authenticator apps, like the necessary stuff. I don't really use my phone for too much besides like scrolling forums and Snapchat. So like I could get by with a pretty cheap phone, but a laptop is like everything. So like I'm someone who puts a lot of priority on creating things, and a phone is a really passive device. Like you don't really create too much with a phone besides TikToks, right? So having a €1,300 laptop would definitely be the priority for me. And Simba's right. Like, who does phone calls anymore? Just do them through Discord. I mean, for me, I would pick up like, for me personally, I would do like a €100 baseline Android smartphone, and with a decent amount of storage, hopefully expandable storage, and then go with a nicer laptop. That's the route that I would take in that situation. Yeah, €800. That's a lot, man. I mean, and it drives me crazy how like smartphones are trending so expensive. And the way that I see it, I guess probably the way that they justify it is that like the premium tier is still there. It's just tier number 2. They're just creating another tier of like luxury phones on top of what we had before that. I can't spend more. I can't justify spending $800 or €800 on a phone. It's just, that's ridiculous for me. That's how I feel about it too, Zimba. Like the most useful, the most creative thing that I've seen done with a smartphone was probably Pokemon Go back in its heyday. Like that's an experience that you could only have with a device like a smartphone. And then after that, it's just it's like what you said. It's just like a worse laptop. And no, €800. That's just like that's your mid-range phone nowadays. It's disgusting. Oh, not for me. Not for me. And that just exploits. It doesn't exploit their own money, I guess. I feel like that kind of just exploits people who have that crazy mindset that they absolutely need the best of the best, and they're just these whales throwing money away at these smartphone manufacturers. Quantagon, welcome. Just had a big nap. Congrats. Think I slept in the wrong position too. I take back the congrats. And now, the fingers are all tingly. Hopefully it's just like your arms asleep. You just cut off blood flow for a little bit, and not like a pinched nerve or something from like sleeping with your neck at a right angle. Here's to hoping. I like that, Zimba. This is, I picked up the Google, like I said, the Pixel 6. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, and the only reason why I got this phone was because I still had full trade-in value on my previous phone with no strings attached. It's just, if I'm going to be on this phone contract already, then if I cancel it early, I just have to pay for the rest of the phone, whatever. So effectively, I just got this Pixel 6 for $300, which is more than agreeable for a phone that I hope will last me 4 years. Because my Samsung Galaxy 4, my first smartphone, lasted me from 2013 through very late 2017. My OnePlus 5T lasted me from 2017 until this past October. So that's another, what? Almost 4 years. 1 month shy of 4 years. I'm hoping this one lasts me a long time. I buy phones for keeps. I'm not... Any kind of like rapid upgrade cycle makes me uncomfortable for a variety of reasons that we can get into if you really want. But ooh, the $800, the OnePlus 9. Dude, OnePlus may be a good brand again in the future, but like they're going through this weird transition period right now, including being absorbed into their parent company. And I at the moment I would not recommend a OnePlus phone while they're in this state of flux. Maybe that's an unfair characterization, but the way that I was treated as a OnePlus customer in the last couple years of having that phone, just I would not recommend. I think that you can get like a last generation Samsung for about the same price, but you get a way better phone. In my opinion, you know. In case you guys have noticed, like I'm kind of uncomfortable making those hot takes. I always have another question about my own opinion. Like, okay, well, you know, your experience is just an anecdote and doesn't mean it's the same for everybody. I have those thoughts constantly. They're just downright invasive almost. But yeah, I would personally I would not recommend OnePlus at the moment. Yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Get yourself a BlackBerry physical keyboard. We talking about the original BlackBerry, Simba, before they switched to Android? Just message everybody you know on BBM, BlackBerry Messenger. Use your little scroll ball like it's still 1996. That's what I'm talking about. This is the way. There's my cobbled deep slate. I was getting worried. Yeah, baby. We're talking about the original. I like it. I like it. Okay, my inventory is full. I got to make sure I don't disappear this thinking thing like a dumb. Disappear this shulker box like I did my green one. RIP, first green shulker box. Because I just did this at the end of 2 streams ago. Ran over it, expecting to pick it up. I couldn't. My inventory was full, and I carried on my merry way. And my shulker box despawned while it was full of andesite and deep slate. There's a reason why I have these trash chests here anyway, I suppose. Yeah, in case you missed it, this bridge is called Ligma. However, it's also called Jeff Bridges. If there's multiple, they will be the Jeff Bridges, and this is Ligma, and the other one will be Balls. And it'll be called Balls Jeff and Ligma Jeff. Jeff Bridges. This one's specifically called Ligma. That's the situation I've settled on, because, like, Jeff Bridges, you know, it's got to be plural. And I did. You say I think that the OnePlus 9 is still good to use. Maybe not the new 10 that'll come out. And I haven't looked into in-depth reviews of the OnePlus 9. I think that I fell off of the OnePlus 8. Put a hopper on the floor in case you can't pick it up, it'll land in the hopper. Hey, that's true. Because most of my like heavy inventory management takes place in that little bridge prep hut, so I could do that. Actually, I want to be down here anyway. What does this look like? Where am I? Who am I? That's good. 1, 2. Oh. Okay. I'll do one of these numbers. Yes. Yes, okay. We're looking good. We're looking good. I think before I get too ambitious and try to do 2 layers at once, because this is like the top layer of the bridge, of course. Let's get a drop down. Go right about here. All this good. Right, yeah. I don't know if it's Oxygen OS or Color OS either. I think that's part of the merger. It's like they're retiring Oxygen OS and merging it with what's their parent company's Oppo's Color OS. Yo, True Gamer Guy, what's up? Dude, yeah, GTA 6, they announced it, right? So like it's under development, which I'm pretty excited for. Once again, I'll probably play through the story, the single player mode, be happy with it, and never touch GTA Online. Because I feel like GTA Online would just like move to the GTA 6 engine. At least I hope they would. But dude, any chance to play some Grand Theft Auto again? That's, as you know, man, that's my jam. So where are we at here? Okay, I think I see where we're at. Yep, everything checks out. You're playing GTA 6? What are you? No, what? What? No. What? Explain yourself, sir. There's no way. It's like there's some crazy part of my brain that's like, what if GTA 6 dropped? Like while I was playing on stream. I think I'd have to Alt F4 out of Minecraft. That's one of the few things that would cause me to do that. Be like, oh my god, I gotta drop $60 and go and play that immediately. I looked at Wikipedia, which of course is the source of all things that are true in this world. You got me. Did I play GTA 3? So GTA 3, I did. That's the one 3D Grand Theft Auto game that I have never finished. I've started it a few times, but so my introduction to the Grand Theft Auto series was GTA 2 on the PlayStation 1, and then shortly after that, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I skipped 3. And Vice City, despite being released just over a year, maybe just under a year after Grand Theft Auto 3, had enough like quality of life improvements, and it was like a more fleshed out story, and the main character actually spoke, that like GTA 3 just, it didn't really do it for me. It was a mind-blowing development in 1999 or 2001, excuse me, in 2001. But like I couldn't get into it after the fact. Yo, I've heard this praise about Sleeping Dogs. Maybe I heard it from you, Quantagon. And I've never gone out of my way to play Sleeping Dogs. It's like Hong Kong Grand Theft Auto, right? Which, it has Kung Fu, just like Neo. That's pretty hype. Ooh. Oh, man. Random Sweet. So, like, if you look at my completed games, I was a huge classic Grand Theft Auto head. So I think that Grand Theft Auto Vice City and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas are two of the greatest video games of all time. So if there are two Grand Theft Auto games that you want to play on like a Raspberry Pi or like low budget hardware, Grand Theft Auto Vice City and San Andreas, they run like a dream. They contain, I will tell you, it took me 72 hours to complete Grand Theft Auto Vice City 100%. I 100%ed that game top to bottom twice. And I did it in 72 hours when I knew what I was doing, when I knew where to go, where I didn't fail too many missions. You can probably get over 100 hours out of Grand Theft Auto Vice City and over 150 hours, if not more, out of San Andreas on a Raspberry Pi. Like, well, I don't know. Raspberry Pis aren't x86, right? They're ARM architecture, so I'm not sure if you'd be able to play them on a Pi. But your Linux PC, absolutely. Play the crap out of them, man. Yeah, dude, you know how I feel about GTA 4. I love GTA 4. I beat that one on stream. I also beat The Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and the Damned on stream once upon a time. And definitely Rocket League. Yo, you got a 6800 XT, but it's not in the PC yet? Oh man. I have paid less attention. I completely I still live in a universe where like the 1080 Ti is the best graphics card on the market. Like I know that there was like the 2000 generation on the Nvidia side, and now we're at like the 3090s. I've never really kept up with the AMD naming schemes. It's like I know that the 6800 XT is a card, and I think it's a dang good graphics card, right? That said, you know, before I start any graphics card holy wars in the chat, I believe I'm going AMD for my next build, and I hope that that is such a long ways in the future that I don't have to spend money in this market. Oh, I got you. 5500 XT. That will have no problem eating those classic Grand Theft Auto games for breakfast, though, man. Or lunch, or dinner. All right. Heck am I? Where am I? I should have never made this second layer. That was a mistake. Oh, that's why I can't figure this out. I'm not even looking at the right layer. I'm lost in thought. You guys got me thinking about PC parts. This is a good thing, but it slows down my building a little bit. Oh man, you're rocking a 1440p. Hell yeah. I could definitely see why it's struggling a little bit. 2 monitors, and one of them is you got that Ultra HD going on. Okay, so we got those. This I see where I'm at now. Finally, that took me like 5 minutes. There's a gap here. It doesn't like it, I bet. Just like, you know, my old school laptop would not like when I played Minecraft on it. It would just be screaming at me. Hear those fans just like sound like they're taking off to the moon. Sounds like a jet engine, man. Whoop. I believe where we're at here, you gotta do that. Oh. Oh man, it's lined up. This is good. This bridge is coming along. Then over here, you have block, upper slab. Block. So this should be, here's to hoping. Screw that up. My doubts. Block. Okay, I see where I'm at. This is the slab. So no. There we go. Okay, we're back in action. I got this figured out. Yo, this one's so close to being done. We're almost able to see this span. Just this one in silhouette because I gotta do this 2 more times, like right here, as you can see. For sure, Random Sweet. I totally get it. And in fact, you know, like Booty Comrade, he stops by on occasion. He's been saving up for a PC just like one piece at a time for the past like year and a half at this point. Just that's almost how you have to do it nowadays. Like PCs they're just so ridiculously expensive right now. Like Just about every part, it feels like, is being affected by this semiconductor shortage and all that not fun real world stuff. So yeah, man, I think that's the way to do it. Just you had the chance to pick up a badass card and you jumped on it. Leave where I'm at here. Oops. Oh, you know I got to pick that up. Dude, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Nice. Terabyte PCE Gen 4 NMV solid state and a 2 terabyte solid state. Dude, you got storage for days. And then the graphics card. So I made myself some souffle. Oh, welcome back, Ruby Cat. You made some souffle. Nice. Well, I'm thinking about dinner myself. I think I just like... Nice. I mean, it's 4:13. I thought it would probably be pretty late over there, or early, depending on how you look at it. I was just gonna say, like, everything tastes better when you make it yourself, even when it tastes worse. It's just like, yes, this meatloaf is a complete car wreck, but I put it together. Look at that. Random Sweet still got a couple hours on you. Happy Saturday to you guys. It is still 7:15 p.m. Friday, local Shasta Town time over here. Okay, I think I see where we're at. Yep. Okay. That there. The second least convenient part of the bridge build. Tap. Oh man, I remember those days. I don't. Mine weren't like, mine weren't cooking, but I remember those days. Not wanting to wake up the parents as you're like tiptoeing around to get a glass of water at like 3 in the morning, or to tiptoe downstairs and find the copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City that your parents hid in the phone book drawer to try to keep you from playing it. I may have done that. All right, I love these Quantagon write-ups. It says, I feel like the concept of TikTok clout is getting over my head, he says. But one thing I did notice that a smartphone has is the fact it could possibly be useful for scanning stuff to integrate them into 3D models. Oh, that's true, man. I'm not familiar with like the apps of how to do that. But that is true. Guess how cheap the new graphics card was in Euro. Oh man, was it? I mean, you got a deal on it. I'm gonna say 300. I'll say 300 euro for a nice graphics card at a deal. No. Did I undershoot it? Is it higher or lower? I undershot it by a lot. Oh no. Was it 700 euro? Oh, dude, now I'm scared to hear the answer. One, two, three, 5, 6. Okay, so I have 6 from the center. This is the center. 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I see where I'm at now. Oh no, is it higher than 700? Okay, 900. 900 euros. That's no man. That's some serious coin. That is some serious coin. The MSRP was 650. Oh man. Now I'm really scared to ask. Yeah, I would think that like 900 would probably be pretty close, right? Gosh, I don't even want to say like an even grand, an even $1,000. Oh man. 1,200 euro. Yo, that hurts, man. Oh my gosh. Dude, here's why I'm so scared to upgrade is my PC, like, dude, I got my 1080 Ti in September of 2017 for $700. And that was MSRP. And I thought I was like, I was paying an arm and a leg even then. And then now, like, it is 4.5 years later, and I could sell this daily used 1080 Ti for pretty close to what I paid for it back in 2017. Just like the graphics card market is just stupid right now. And I get it. I know why it's stupid, but like it still hurts. It's the used car market is kind of the same way over here right now. There's some parallels there, except a Honda Civic or a little Fiat that can't make Bitcoin for you, so cryptocurrency. One, 2, 3. We're right here. Do I have any dirt? I got rid of all my dirt. Okay. I may have to say goodbye to this one. I thought you were quiet, Absent Crabson, or maybe like you'd gone to do other things. But nope, just sleepy. I was the same way this morning. Like I had to go into work this morning, and I drove the 20 minutes into work, bleary-eyed and sleepy. I'd sat at my desk, and I'd been there for 30 minutes, and my coworker walked in, and he's just like, "Hey Shasta, what you working on right now?" I was just like, "Huh?" I'm just working on like I'm on this project, and all I had was like terrible break room coffee to try to get my eyes open. It was just such a sleepy day today. Maybe it's something in the air. That's cool. It's been a lot of as you know, it's been a lot of Linux talk today. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. Wow. Which I've really enjoyed, by the way. Like, thanks for the talking prompts and the conversation, Random Sweet, on the Linux side and the Steam Deck side of things. This is why, like, when Micah and I get together, when we like see each other in real life, we'll like talk each other's faces off about Linux. Just because we don't have too many people like in our daily lives who are just super interested in that kind of thing at the level that he and I are at. Yeah, it's what time is it? Oh, it's 4:22 eating time over there. Yeah, baby. Get after it, Ruby Cat. Oh no, what is this random sweet? Okay, this might be loud. Oh, it's the crab rave. Is there no audio to that? Why is that not playing? Why is it quiet? Oh. Because I muted the tab. Oh my god. How to deal with graphics card market and get a better deal 101. Buy Quantagon. Step 1, use Facebook to buy from local scalper. Step 2, buy a gun. Oh god. I was like, okay. This is good. I'm taking notes. Okay, just to hear this out. Step 2, buy a gun for $300. Step 3, buy ammunition for $75. Step 4, meet up with seller. Step 5, murder. Now you have a graphics card for less price with an extra criminal record for free. I'm just taking notes over here. I have this unique ability to not be able to read ahead. So I was surprised in the best way to get to that step 2. Or step 3, sorry. Step 2 is the ammunition. Oh my god, it's coming together, guys. It's coming together. I just need a lot of stairs. Oh, I missed it. I missed my window. Do you think 49 stairs will be enough? Let's find out. Let's find out. I want to see just like the facade of this bridge. I want to see like its silhouette from the side complete. That's going to be really exciting. Oh no. Ruby Cat, any advice you get from this stream or also this stream's chat cannot be legally held liable in any court of law around the world. We are not responsible for any activity. I need to get like my super fast like disclaimer voice going. You didn't hear it from here. Coming together. That does sound like a very Texas way to grab a graphics card. You know, speaking of my boots, my West Texas netherite boots, yeehaw! Come with a free graphics card. Just a lifetime of guilt and PTSD and a probable criminal record. Zeta knows what's up. Oh, look at that. It was perfect. 49 was exactly what I needed. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's cool. Okay, so we need more blocks. We need more walls. And we also need polished andesite stairs. There we go. I was like, one of these contains the goods. When we build in the hot tub. Facts. I can actually, yeah, I'm going to stair these up. That'll probably be good. Stairs. Blocks. Walls. The best riches in Minecraft is true. Ruby Cat knows opulence. You didn't read that from their name. 69 statue. Made from diamond blocks. God. I won't explain what mental vision flashed through my mind when I read 69 statue. There may be a 6 to 11-year-old in the chat who is asking what Ligma means. Oh my. Can I make one? I mean, my speech is not exactly family friendly, but like, usually the visual content is. Oh my god. Since, you know, there's this art installation in Shastatown, USA that are like these funny looking blue men, and they're all just like sitting in these casual poses, just like, what you thinking about? And since they're the exact same color as diamonds or like these lanterns, it's like this very rich, like sharp blue color. Those statues are what I envision in my head for the 69 statue made out of diamonds. Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Middle click. That's a thing. Ligma Dictionary. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. And I refuse to acknowledge it. You degenerates. Dude, this bridge is going to be so dang pretty, and I've just completely mauled the natural landscape around it. Oh. Wow, that was a perfect count too. Like, what's going on with these perfect counts? I am not familiar with the AMD 6000 series of laptops. Is that like a new mobile CPU? Or is it like an APU, like what the Steam Deck is using? 5545. Same. Oh shit. Oh my god! No, wait. No, wait. There's already one here. There's already one here. So this is actually 5. That's 5. That's 5. That is also 5. That's 5. That's 4. Ah! Appreciate that. That would have just compounded. I wouldn't have noticed it. It probably would have been just like, good enough, whatever, I'm leaving it. Which would have been a tragedy. To come this far with this dang bridge. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeet! Oops. I mean, RubyCat, if it runs Minecraft, it's good hardware in my book. Here we are. If it runs Arc, hey, that's not half bad at all. Arc is pretty demanding, right? I don't have... Actually, I think that shulker box that I lost, it was completely full of, like, iron bars, which I now need to finish this look. That's what I've heard. It's CPU killer game. It's like Quantagon buying a GPU. That's what it does to a CPU. I probably could have made that a little more graceful, that reference, but damn it, I'm getting hungry. Okay, let's... Fortunately, I know a place that has plenty of iron bars. Prison. Haha! But we're also going to pick up some iron bars from the house real quick. Yes. I'm fully behind this measure to blame the missing souffle on Extanium. Okay, so I don't need... Oh, God. I don't need that much iron bars. That should be a lot. It's not enough. I need a little bit. I need a little bit more than that. Since I'm not digging out an absurd, that's my life box. Dang, those are actually still pretty full. I do not need stone. Just lighten my load here a little bit. Boom. Okay. Let's get this railing in place. That's a pretty bridge, man. Very much incomplete, but a little more complete every time I see it. Oh, that magical middle click. I can't believe I went so long without using that. Look at this! $4,778 kilometers between RubyCat and Extanium. And somehow he just, like, teleported behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. And ate your entire souffle that you made at 4 in the morning. Watch 50-something seconds of it? I mean...
So AMD announced their...
I'll watch that post-stream. Okay, that's going to teach me, though, about... So the Ryzen 6000 is a laptop CPU. Dope. Oh, yeah, it's the like latest and greatest, too. But God, guys, I'm not going to watch all these YouTube videos on stream.
NVIDIA
I'll let the first sentence this
NVIDIA bread is the future of bread.
NVIDIA bread is the future of bread. I'm definitely going to be watching that. I got those 2 videos queued up. I want to know. Except NVIDIA's color is green, and I've seen green bread, and it does not perform very well. It has a distinct tang to it. Yo, this is gonna be so sick. So sick. I couldn't even just say so sick. The arms had to get involved there. Grass-flavored Kit Kat exists. You know, it's actually funny that you mentioned that because one of my buddies was mentioning it's like this green stuff that you could put on an ice cream cone. It looks like cilantro. Like I said, it looked like a kid was just holding a vanilla ice cream cone and a rogue lawnmower drove by, just blasted clippings all over one side of it. Dude, RDNA 2 graphics. Like that's what the Steam Deck has. Dude, that's pretty awesome. I thought that AMD CPUs didn't come with like integrated GPUs, iGPUs. Vega's getting pretty long in the tooth from what I understand. I like this, dude. I like this a lot. When year 3 comes around on World 11, I'll have at least this to show. This is what I did with that 3rd year. What day are we on right now? Day 780. Hell yeah. So we're like, what? We're 50 days into our 3rd year on this world. That's so awesome. So what I'm going to do next, of course, is copy this archway 2 more times. It's a lot easier to build the next 2, because instead of working off of a picture on this screen that I have to constantly like swivel my back and forth, now I can just like build it from the ground up, base it off of this thing. Finally remove that log, perhaps. And then, you know, build around there. Ruby Cat, what? You're back up to 990 bowls of chili already? Did you get all those this stream? Because you dropped that 1,000 bowl of chili pronounce this channel reward. Ah, Zeta knows. The more you chat, the quicker you get them. And Random Sweet, if you do wind up getting one of those, like a laptop with that 6,000 brand spanking new Ryzen CPU in it, I'm gonna want to hear your thoughts. Give me a review. I haven't had an AMD laptop CPU since 2010. Those were the Athlon days. Those were dark days, and AMD had only darker days ahead. But it's a whole different ball game now. So I'd be excited to hear your thoughts on that. Maybe one of these days. Okay, I'm gonna need a view again. I forgot this was like a flower biome. Look at that. Flower plains. Good looking too, man. I'm just, once again, imagining sailing through this canyon. You just turn the corner and you see that. Like, that is pretty. And then after we're finished here, of course, well, once again, so for those of you who were not here when I was explaining what I was going to do with this at the top of the stream, I'm just burning through these fireworks. The old Ligma Bridge, it's true. I'm going to have like terraced flower boxes, 1 tier at a time. I'm going up this wall with maybe some like a waterfall flowing in between the flower boxes. So this will not be just like a sheer wall going down. Oh, no. Not at all. And actually, like, look at this. Like, that worked out. That looks kind of nice. The arch just barely clears that natural terrain right there. And I think that once I replace this top with grass, once I replace this with like a terraced flower box, not a terrorist flower box. These flower boxes are operating within the confines of international law. That'll look great. I have like a general idea but I don't have the specifics of what those flower boxes will look like. I expect them to look kind of similar to what I have over on my house. I'll show you those real quick. And I will, in fact, failure-proof, or I'll build in failure as a feature, Quantagon. Story. That's the name of my autobiography, actually. But I'll line the bridge with emergency TNT that's primed to explode the moment that this world gets deleted. Just boom, just a spectacular firework, and the Jeff Bridges, Ligma and Sugma, will both collapse into the river. And it will be a wondrous sight. I'm not even addressing the stealing the orphan's bikes. I don't even know what's going on there, Ruby Cat. You want to see this map change? Yeah, not a terrorist. A demolition artist. What's up, Kevin? Just put my old bridge together over here. Oh shit. Let me load up one of these bad boys. Is this completely full of cobbles? Surely not. Oh god. There we go. I knew I had some space around here. Toss that in there for now. Make sure I pick them both up. I heard the 2 pops. All right, Kevin. Let me just let me just rocket into that mushroom real quick and show you the project of the day. Look at that. Look at that. Still very much a work in progress, but it's getting there, baby. Dude, you know what's great? Like I had that same thought. Like that's affected me like more than I let on, you know. Because like a helicopter did fly over the house like towards the beginning of the stream, and part of me was just like, oh god. Yeah, dude, I'm loving it. I have to clean up. I was just saying I have to clean up this wall. I'm gonna make it like a terraced, like Inca style, like flower bed in a stair pattern, stepping up, and then like a waterfall flowing into the river. This is like a nice big canyon. This half is done. And I like it, dude. Looks hella good. And, this one I got that first row of terrace out of, I keep saying terrace. That's a truss, as Zeta would say. Yeah, I got 2 more pieces of truss to build. And then it'll be done. And that can focus on, like, whatever the hell is going to go on the other side. Yeah, I feel that, Zeta. So, Zeta knows this. You guys know this too. But like, being a inherently anxious person, like, my baseline of anxiety is a little bit higher than the average human being, I believe. So like, I follow the headlines. I keep aware of general world events and also what's going on over in Ukraine. By all accounts, it is awful. And I just can't, I can't doom scroll on it. Like that just severely limits just my general quality of life. I get way too worked up about it. So I'm keeping informed, and I'm keeping informed at a distance, and I'm wishing them the best, because I think that's really all I can do at the moment. Well, what's funny is that in the middle of bumfuck Illinois, Kevin, Montana, which I thought you lived in Kevin, Montana, by the way. What the hell? But in the middle of bumfuck Illinois is the largest petroleum reserve in the entire United States. And it is actually a nuclear target for America's enemies. Or at least it was as of like 2006. My information's a little old, but like, you're not exactly safe in the middle of buttfuck Illinois. And yeah, Shasta Town is of strategic importance too. There's actually an infographic on Reddit a few months ago about like nuclear target sites. Like if there's 250 nukes launched against the US, these sites are targeted, and if there's 1,000, then these additional sites are targeted as well. All right, the Ruby Cat cashing in another 1,000. Well, I got the second half of it. Ha 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 ha. Pretty good. But I'm gonna let you laugh into your souffle on this one. Oh, the stupid italics. Koi Ruck Saleh Yang Giller. Koi. Is this actually in English and you're making me say something dirty? Koi Ruck Saleh Yang Giller. Kyrux Saleh Yang Giller. How was that? Kyrux Saleh Yang Giller. Yang Giller. 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 Yeah, I'll pull that up on Translate. Oh boy. Kevin, do you get that a lot? Is Hannah Montana your sister? I assume this is also an Uzbek. Oh, I Google imaged it and it looks to be a bird. Yeah, with DuckDuckGo, which is what I used to search, you can type !GT and it'll automatically take what you type next into Google Translate. But if you type GI, it takes you to Google Images. So it's Turkish and it translates to wagtail. What is a wagtail? Is that a bird?
Kuyruk sallayan giller.
That was probably hella loud, and I apologize. The more you know. That severe thought that I could have enjoyed stuff more before bad things to happen is such a realization. It's true. It's true. I get that. And it's just like, ugh. Like, so I'm maybe I'm like a big picture type of thinker, and it is like it's like, how can you even like enjoy things when there are people out there who are suffering, you know, who are not sharing your comfortable existence. It's a tough thing for me to wrestle with. It's like I don't want to like put my head in the sand about anything, and I think that's, to get a little heavy, it's part of the human experience to experience the full breadth of emotions that we are capable of as people. It makes you more rounded as a person. It makes you more empathetic and more compassionate, maybe. It could also harden you as well. It depends on your viewpoint in life. But it is a lot. I still don't really know how to balance that. It's like, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm trying to save money for retirement, and sometimes I'm just like, you know, people need this. Like, what am I doing? It's I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my own place in the world. And even at 30 plus years old, the world is a place that does not make a lot of sense to me. People with these stupid ambitions for fighting unjustified wars into peaceful territory just to get another small slice of this little rock spinning in space. It just seems so fucking pointless and futile. It's just like, why? Like, why would you intentionally just cause that kind of pain for a piece of land that, like, you don't even need? It's just so fucking stupid. And that's just like such a universal human trait. Yeah, it's just like stupid, short-sighted greed, as Kevin says. It just doesn't make sense to me. Everything is like a standoff. It's like you can't trust the other guy just to be a decent human being. So, you know, you gotta defend yourself. You gotta prepare to defend yourself. And you know the other guy's defending himself. And you're like, okay, so is he like stockpiling weapons for an invasion, or is he actually just on the defensive? You never know. I hate that part of just the natural human way of thinking. I think that's part of like why we are the dominant species on this planet. Because, you know, it could have been dolphins. It could have been a dolphin planet. And we would have been better off, damn it. But instead we wound up at the top of the food chain. And I feel like that kind of like evil corner of our psyche is part of it. And man, I hate it. There's so much about humanity and so much about individual people that I just love, you know? And it's tough to juggle that with seeing what evil that we as human beings are capable of. It's tough. It's tough to juggle that. Yeah, so long and thanks for all the fish. Random Sweet, dude, thanks for hanging out and for going back and forth with me on Linux and the Steam Deck, PC parts. Like you and I, we were driving this one, man. You were the stream co-pilot tonight. So have a good rest of your night, and hope you have a good weekend, man. Oh, so you tell this to birds that shake their tail. So Ruby Cat, like so as coined by the rapper Nelly over here in the United States, you know, we would say like shake your tail feather. So would you say that wagtail is like a something you tell people to get them on the dance floor? So when you want to like dance, would you say I just do this when I'm not even playing Minecraft anymore, Absent Craps, and I really got lost on a humanities tangent there. Oh my gosh, Turkey's just the history in Turkey alone is just incredible. You know, the just going back to the prehistoric days to, you know, the Crusades, the Romans, the Byzantine Empire, the Ottoman Empire. You're right. Put the maps back. Ruby Cat, you know a little Chinese too? Everyone's so multilingual and I'm over here afraid to order my food in Spanish. So bad. Oh, baby, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. That looks so bad. I can't wait until I cover that with grass and make that look, not quite so severe. Maybe I should just fill that in. That part, like maybe have a natural arc out here of dirt. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll find a way to make it look natural. I want to fix that because it right now it just looks like a scar. Like I just took a knife to the land. I do. I'm familiar with the Taiwan Chinese conflict where, you know, there were people who were native to the island of Taiwan prior to 1947. And then of course you had the General Mao's, what he would call as the Glorious Revolution, the Communist Revolution in China. The not communist leaders of China, they fled across the ocean, across the Yellow Sea to Taiwan, and Taiwan holds itself as the, you know, actual democratic continuation of pre-1947 China. And of course, the Communist People's Republic of China, not too happy with that claim, that characterization. So, to this day, if you want to like do business with Communist China, at least communist in name only, authoritarian China, let's say, then yeah, you have to like denounce Taiwan as an independent nation, which is kind of silly. Oh, go back to the map for a sec, Absent Crabson says. I was actually looking for my bed. That's so pretty. Shaders make me screenshot all the time. Anyway. So going back to the map for a second. Oh, my bed was here the whole time. Okay, here we go. Here's a zoom in at the important parts of the map. I'll take a sip. I will hold. Ruby Cat, I don't know if I could live just random creeper sound, I would like poop my pants. I already saw what happened to Extanium with that jump scare. Like, a creeper noise is a jump scare. It happened to me on stream tonight. I just running around and you heard the psst, like, ugh. Freaking out. You're welcome, Absent Crabson. I'll tip the bill of my hat, which is currently behind my neck. You know, I guess I could do like one of these numbers. 45 more iron blocks for my collection. That's terrifying. I gotta stop doing that. That's how I'll wind up dying. Yeah, look at all this copper, dude. Check the Discord. Okay. Oh! Oh, I mean, that's a good thought. That's a really good thought. Okay. Absent, I can kind of like draw a line. And I was realizing that RubyCat hasn't seen half my builds. So if you're not on the Discord or if you haven't checked it, Absent Crabson drew a line from like right here, just all right over there. Just like, yeah, a very natural contour. Oh, that'd be cool. You could also make it like a pretty sheer drop as well. So it's not like, you know, perfect smooth slope down into the land. You still have like that kind of steep canyon feel. I think we can do that. I might do that, Absent Crabson. You might check my next stream and I'll be, excuse me, well underway. So RubyCat, let me show you something real quick. I could probably get out here faster if I just did the nether route, which I so carefully dug out. But whatever. Let's do a nice gentle flyover to this destination. Please die, please die. RubyCat, maybe I do. Maybe I do. What else? I have a guardian farm. I have a witch farm, so like infinite redstone, infinite gunpowder. I already had infinite gunpowder for my creeper farm, but that's besides the point. I think it would just make a lot of people happy if I died in Minecraft. You put your name on the list, RubyCat. I made that guardian farm, so I have infinite like prismarine and prismarine blocks. All right, Zeta, I will still be here, holding it down. Gotta be getting close, right? Oh, I still got a ways to go. Okay, we're definitely going back in the nether. Yeah, I got distracted. That's on me. See, Absent Crabs would be displeased. And I would be displeased. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to just start a new world after that. Like, the plan is, after I die in this world, I'm going to try to stream Outer Worlds. Just try to go to a completely different game just to, like, give me time to process my grief. You see, that's what I love about hardcore, RubyCat. Is that it's not a waste of 2 hours. And we're so close to 2 hours, by the way. 200 hours. It's not a waste of 200 hours. Like, I spent this time making this world, and I would not have enjoyed this world if it didn't have that axe hanging over my head. Like, hardcore is my preferred way to play Minecraft just because it is so permanent. And Absent Crabson would see that as a tragedy. Playing Rocket League and Tony Hawk games. There is nothing but Polybius. The best game of all time. Yeah, get a look at that, Ruby Cat. Look at this beast. Made out of all pea yellow glass. It might get loud. So, you know, I've got a few totems of undying. Just a few. There's another chest like this back at my home base where we just left. But for dramatic effect. This was full of saddles, but I took all the saddles home. Got some banners. Potions. You see, exactly. Absent crabs and witches disappear, and I couldn't have that. Oh my god, it's still going. Yeah, this is a raid farm. Fly on down over here. So you start the raid farm, of course. It's right by a village, by the way, this crazy pillager outpost. What's up? What a time to show up, Tentacle Sand. Pea yellow. Well, you know, maybe if you're dehydrated. That's dehydration pea glass. In India, yeah, actually, Ruby Cat, that's one of my favorite comparisons to make in hardcore. I make that same thing. It's called a mandala, I believe. And it's like this beautiful Buddhist sand art that they place like one grain at a time. It's super complicated, super complex. And then the moment that they finish it, they blow it all away. And that's to, you know, a big part of Buddhism is letting go of attachments, to not let things like, you know, your desires hold you down, basically. This would be so much faster if I had a minecart. I could just jump. And yeah, the mandala is like, I love it. I love it. And that's probably why I love hardcore so much too, is that, you know, I learned I can make these fantastic and beautiful things in Minecraft, but there's also a part of me that, like, I can learn it's okay to let it go at the end of it all, you know? I find that really pleasant about hardcore mode. I find this really unpleasant about hardcore mode. I need to have like a chest of minecarts at the end of like both of those. I don't know what that sound was, but it sounded terrifying, and I am rolling on past. I've never heard that sound in Minecraft before. What the hell was that? A creepy ticking sound. Anyway, Ruby Cat, I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if I've shown this off. Very, very loud. A lot of minecarts, but, you know, this is my bamboo farm. All those are picked up by minecarts. Deposited via hoppers directly into my super smelter. Right here. Which gives it infinite fuel. I'm gonna have to look. Oh god, Quanticon's entirely on a Polybius tangent. Polybius can change your way of life. Polybius, oh sweet darling. Polybius, let me caress you. Oh, what if I, you know, saying that out loud summoned Polybius like a Beetlejuice thing. Polybius, let's start a family. Oh my. Oh my. It's getting Quanticon's getting all hot and bothered in the chat. Rare. Also, did you guys see the little baby cactus I put here forever ago? Been jumping all over it on stream. Beautiful. Dude, look at the view of the bridge outside of the window. Like, looks nice. I've always thought about that too. Just poor players just bouncing their head off the ceiling to run faster. Oh my god, I forgot about Soulja Boy console already. God, what a crazy time to be alive. Let me see, I still have a little bit more to do over here. Perhaps a lot of bit more. Oh, I'm looking at this. Okay, so absent crabs, and here would be like, I'm going to try to run the course of what this would look like. It would be a lot easier if I started on this side. Yeah, so like there's right there, you got this natural curve. And then you just like bring it over here. I mean, this is a lot of real estate where villagers could live. Oh, I mean, bring it over here. It'd be like an arc. Not a straight line, but like cut in over here. Then gently out. It is what it what I mean, Tentacle Sand, I'm gonna charge him rent. I'm not gonna build these houses for a charity. These villagers gotta work for me. It's real estate, baby. Hey, it's free real estate. Great videos. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. And it'd be so grand to see this like this tiny canyon just fully open up here as it heads towards the sea. And then it gets, tightens up again. But whatever. I think that'd be really pretty. I can't believe I just, launched my forehead against that mushroom. That's the first time that's ever happened. Glad it didn't kill me. How much money do you want from me to kill your dog? What? 0. This is not even our dog. It's my neighbor's dog. We're just watching him. We're feeding him for the weekend. I don't need no Ruby Cat money. And I don't need contacts for hire to take out some dogs. Look at these dogs. Dogs are beautiful. That too. It doesn't matter. These dogs don't even have names. They don't even have separate colored collars. But like, just I'm happy with them. What did I come back here for? So I got the deep slate. I think we're... Oh, here's an even better place to draw it. Like right here. Here's the real life arc of it. Just all we have to do is like lop off that part. Dang it, that would look pretty good. It also look way more natural. Oh shit. My only active mod taking a stand. No killing in real life dogs or game dogs on Kevin's watch. Poop cowboy. Yeah, boy. I mean, I could kill all the cows. The cows are... Look, everybody here basically knows at this point, like, I have no problem slaughtering cows en masse. I was kind of hanging on to what little cows I have left just to remember the classic moosh pit, which makes me chuckle every time. And the Moomy milking temple on the server world. Not quite RIP, but I just don't play on it anymore. Steal them and then feed them treats and rubs. So cruel. So cruel. By the way, this is spillover. This is all like extra stone from mining out that absurd bridge area. I already mined out. That's gonna be so much mining, and I'm here for it. Whatever. I'm here for it. I may mine that out like off stream, for the most part, just because it is such tedious work. But maybe you guys want to just hang out while I'm digging this weekend. We'll see. Anyway, I do have some in real life dogs waiting on me. So I haven't seen a panda in this game, Ruby Cat. Not in this world, at least. We're at the 3-hour mark. That's an extra hour than I expected, so I'm gonna wrap it up here tonight. And I may stream that mining apps and crafts, and we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted in the official Shasta 1 Discord, which is perpetually on my left, your right, or up there, something or other. I don't know. Yeah, it was fun tonight. This is very, very conversational, and I'm here for it, you know? So, thanks for hanging out. Ligma balls, says Ruby Cat. Have a nice night. Enjoy your 4 a.m. meals, wherever the heck you are. And take care of yourselves. Love one another. Bring some positivity into the world. Be positivity for somebody out there. That's your goal for tonight. Take care. I'm the Shasta 1. Thanks for watching.